Hello and good afternoon, everybody. ChattyBloggerMS here, or as we are known simply as Mikey and Suze. Welcome, everybody. There's my big cat baby over there. Mwah. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up there, boo boo baby. Oh, yeah. Miss Moon Pie over there. And then we got Deja over on the bed there, so. Well, welcome. This is another Back to JAS. So this is just some regular chat, just talking about pretty much anything except, of course, politics. We don't talk politics here. No, no, no. Never do that. No religion. No, no, no. But, other things, whatever's going on. And today is a simple review of The Conjuring Last Rites, which we saw over the weekend at one of the local Cineplex Odeon theaters here in the city. And we went to downtown Toronto yesterday and had a good day. We had some Tim Hortons in the morning. We had a very nice Asian wok buffet, a mini buffet. It wasn't a big thing, but just, it was good and very good food in the afternoon. Then we went to go see The Conjuring Last Rites. Well, The Conjuring Last Rites wasn't the best. And unfortunately, I get a very low C minus out of the A through F. Yeah, I almost gave it a D, but there was some redeeming, lasting things from it. With the true facts and telling you how both Ed and Warren's lives ended. With Ed having a massive stroke, and Lorraine taking care, Ed and Lorraine Warren, Lorraine taking care of him for the last few days or last few years of his life, and then he died, and then she died at 91 later on. And their daughter, who was married to a guy named Tony and Judy Warren, uh, are actually the ones that hold on to the keys of the house, which has now been sealed off, which has, Annabelle in there and all these other crazy people. Hello, Travel with Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Travel. Yeah, hold on just a second. Since you're not always here, but I want to make you one of our managing mods. There you go. You can manage blocked words, change chats in live if you want. You can also have a capability of standard mods. So, very cool. Let's do that for you. Since you're our sister from the UK. There you go, Lisa. Now you're officially. Yeah, Larry pointed me to your new channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Lisa. So now you're our new managing mod. Thank you. Accounting sheep. Hello, sir. Can't stay, but hi, Mike. Bye, Mike. Okay, Mr. Sheep. Boy, talk about wow. Hi, sheep. Bye, sheep. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, so yes, basically, the Conjuring Last Rites was just kind of there. I was really disappointed in the performances of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Farmiga, yeah, that's it. Um, I think they just, flew in, gave their whatever performance they could, and then they got their checks. That's pretty much it. Aw, Kitty. Yeah, beautiful moon pie over there. Yeah. So congrats, Travel with Lisa. You're now, along with Sir Lemon Pie, you are one of our official managing moderators to this channel. Since you've been a long time supporter, we got to meet you in person. You're a fantastic lady, and I hope your dad's doing all right there back in Suffolk. And I hope you're enjoying some time here in Toronto soon. So, very happy for you there, hon. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, Moonpie's just laying there. She's being so gentle. Just kind of chilling out over there. And then, Deja Vu's over on the bed there. So, and Suzanne is asleep. We had a really long day yesterday. We did a lot of walking, which is unusual for us. We don't do a lot of walking around and stuff, but we were in downtown Toronto yesterday. Yeah, so we did a lot. Yeah, we were at the Dundas Square Mall. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than Eaton Center, but Eaton Center just is not the same anymore. Yeah, so we won't go. We won't be going back to Eaton Center there in Toronto very anytime soon. But the Dundas one is actually improving. It's got a really nice food court. It's got some other stuff. Yeah, and even a bowling alley. They have a bowling alley downstairs. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So yeah. So there's and their movie theaters on the top. They have a total. Get this. They have a total of 30 theaters. There's a special private theater, 20 or five other what they call VIP theaters where you can actually go in, watch the movie in a high definition thing, and you get to order from a bar. You can have your own drinks, you can have your own food, whatever brought to um, your seat where you're sitting there. Popcorn, the usual wonderful stuff. It's great. And then they got 24 other theaters. We were in theater 24. Of course we were. Of course we were. And look, I managed to save one banana for Gorilla. Here you go, Gorilla. One of your bananas. I'm going to enjoy it though later. Okay, so, uh, well, anyway, yeah. So I mean, there's not much to tell about Last Rites. It's based on a true story. It was one of the very last cases that Ed and Lorraine Warren worked on. Their daughter Judy helped them out for the first time, and that almost killed the family. Judy got possessed by the same nun, which had been in it before, but somehow the nun got into this big, huge mirror that had all these it mirrored there are these faces that are carved into the mirror. Well, it's a mirror that encourages conjuring. And what it did was that it conjured up the nun, the demon that has been wanting to go after Judy Warren ever since she was a kid, right? And well, thankfully they defeated that demon and it wiped out other demons, and that was pretty much it. But it eventually did lead to Ed Warren having a massive stroke, and then he was for 3 years he was just out of it. And of course Lorraine was there every step of the way at his bedside taking care of him as official caretaker. All the other family helped out, but then when Ed died, then eventually Lorraine joined him at the age of 91. So that was pretty much the story. There wasn't very much jump scares, if any. um, it was kind of disappointing. So like I said, I gave this a 6.5 out of 10, which is pretty much a C minus. Yeah. I didn't really enjoy it that much. What was sad was my wife, who's really into horror films, she fell asleep during the intro and like the beginning, which leads to where it puts out the big title and goes to Conjuring Last Rites. So the very last thing. Yeah. So she kind of fell asleep during that. Well, we were exhausted. We did a lot that day yesterday. We were celebrating my birthday, post birthday. It was a week after I just turned 60. So yesterday was my day. We got to enjoy ourselves. And, we went to this one place that had a really, oh my gosh, I wish I could remember the name of this place, but it had a really awesome strawberry smoothie fruit tea, a strawberry banana smoothie fruit tea. I got to throw in the banana again. How about that? Anyway, so it was fantastic. We had a good time. So yeah, so I mean, well, that was it. Yeah, Conjuring Last Rites. It's okay. It gave closure. So at least that was that. They closed it. At the end of everything. This was in Boston, Mass, in a town called Biddleson, and back in 1986. So of course they used some 1986 around that time frame, the cult, and then they did some other stuff. It was good music. I think the soundtrack was just fine. Yeah, the soundtrack of the film was fine, but everything else was just kind of, And like I said, Patrick and Vera just basically phoned it in and said, "Okay, we'll just play Ed and Lorraine one more time, and then that's it. We're done." And the other actors and actresses that were in it, including the one that plays Judy, not too good. No, no, it just wasn't that good. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, it's one of the few times. In fact, I was telling Gorilla yesterday we were watching. Well, he was watching. I already owned the film, but it's from Asylum Studios. It's which was part of Sci-Fi. They do the B movies now. Asylum does. They call it the Asylum. Mark Dupude and whatever. And it was Titanic 2, which featured Bruce Davison and Brooke Burns, and I think that's about it. And it's a terrible film. It's also an FU. It's almost an FU out of 10, but there's only one redeeming quality, and that's Bruce Davison's role. And of course, he's like over 70 today. He's still alive. Yeah, yeah. He's 79. Yeah, so yeah, Bruce is still doing some movies. Oh, buffering, Mikey. Think my internet is sketchy. Catch you later. Okay, blow you a kiss there. All right, Lisa. Well, thank you for coming in, sweetie, and hopefully we'll get to see you later on this month or in the next couple months during Christmas. We'd love to see you for Christmas time, or maybe we can get together for Canadian Thanksgiving. That comes out on October 13th, so you get to rewatch this. Yeah, October 13th is Canadian Thanksgiving. I think Suzanne's going to make another eggless pumpkin pie. Should be really good. And we might go out this time. I think we might go out and just have a nice little Canadian Thanksgiving dinner. That'd be nice. We got to save some extra money this month, so yeah, maybe we can do that after we pay bills. That'd be fun. I'm online, honey, so yeah. Okay, so like I said, we got one like. Thank you so much, and don't have anybody else in the chat there yet, so that's cool. We can wait a few minutes, no worries. Yeah, so that's it for the last. Like I said, the Conjuring Last Rites C minus 6.5 out of 10. Not so good, but it was good enough to finish the franchise. So it's all good. That's my question to you folks when you come in. Um, so now that the Conjuring franchise is over with, which includes The Nun, Annabelle, all that stuff, do you think they should continue on, or do you think that there is another horror franchise you'd like to see maybe come back, or maybe maybe it's not horror, maybe it's a Marvel or uh, DC EU franchise that you want to see end, or maybe come back? Do you want the Star Trek franchise to come back at all? Because there's rumors that Star Trek 4 is on its way with Abrams again. So I don't know. I don't know how they could pull that off with Anton Yelkin being gone, because he was Chekhov, in that Kelvin universe, and of course he's dead. So in real life, yeah, not just yeah, in real life he died. So yeah, freak accident. So I wondered, did you want the Star Trek franchise to come back? The other thing too, I was wondering was, will the Star Wars franchise ever come back? Rumors keep persisting that they're going to start after 9 finished off with the Rise of Skywalker, right? And of course, Rey becoming a Skywalker. So, being one with the Force. So, are they going to do 10, 11, and 12? And will Lucas even attempt it? Or will it be some other kind of director? I don't know. We don't know. So, it's hard to say. It's hard to say at this point. Oh, let's see. What have we got going on? Well, for the next 3 Wednesdays, no set time, so I won't tell you folks whether, what time we'd be doing these, but whenever. But they will happen on Wednesdays. They just I haven't set anything in stone. Um, if you folks didn't know already, we don't have StreamYard anymore. So we won't be doing streams from this channel anymore, unfortunately. I'm sorry, folks. I know I promised you mysteries and stuff, but I can't do that. No, because StreamYard's too expensive. They got crazy, and then it's just there's no point. As long as I can you know do a live show here, for you folks here in my apartment and whatever, you know, it's fine by me. It's fine by me. I will, however, though, try to participate in other people's streams, to help them out. I like being on Gorilla's different streams. I like being with our niece, Charlotte, you know, with her streams every 2 weeks. I try to be there for at least sit down for at least one of his sci-fi streams he does. I try to be there for Curtis and Larry, and sometimes PvP helps on the Dark Shadows. Um, let's see. I also like to be there for, uh, like I said, for Gorilla. I do his cigar lounge. I try to help him with the Twilight Zone. On Friday nights, I do try to help him with his Walton streams when he gets to that. The reviews we do on the Walton's episodes. Right now, we're into season 5 for that, and of course, my best friend Chance Bartels. I like doing his streams there, which is called the Nostalgic Pod Blast. And he does that usually every 2 weeks, or sometimes when he's up to it, he feels like doing it every week. I think we're doing a part 2 this week on shows that let's see, shows where the secondary character took over. Yeah, that's the subject this week. There's a lot of series that did that, a lot of TV series, including the A Team. Yeah. So I'll bet you guess who took over from Papard in that one. Yeah. Oh, Pity the Fool. Yeah. Just to give you a hint. So I believe that is coming up this weekend on Saturday. Usually that starts around 5:35 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. And last but not least, every 2 weeks there is something called the Hilljack Happy Hour. It's really raunchy, just for a warning. But two wonderful people there, Sabrina and Seth, have allowed me to become a permanent co-host of their show. And so every Tuesday night, when I'm not there with Gorilla on his cigar lounge, I do help him out at the Hilljack Happy Hour. And it's a lot of fun, it truly is. And hello, Matt Arnold. Hello, everyone. I just found out your channel. Oh, I just found your channel, Mikey. Prayers to you, and God bless you. Thank you, sir. God bless you too. And Matt, if you'll hold still just a minute. Okay, put you back as a standard rod for us. All right, thank you, Matt. All right, congratulations. So, Matt, you're back as a standard moderator for these chats. So, thank you, sir. Appreciate your honor and service, and of course, your prayers, love, and support for our channels. Yeah, unfortunately, Mikey64 is long gone, but I still have this channel now, this new one I'm starting, and of course, I still have the Warlord Fade channel, so you can always check that out. Thanks, Mikey. You're welcome, Matt. You're welcome. You earned it. You definitely earned it. Okay. Oh, and Accounting Sheep. I almost forgot. I'm going to make him a standard mod too. So, forgot Accounting Sheep. There we go. There. Now we got Accounting Sheep as a standard mod. And we have Travel with Lisa MH as our new managing moderator. She's going to help out with Suzanne when she's here for a little bit longer and does chats with us. So thank you there, Travel with Lisa. Oh, just plain Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You're a sweetheart, a great sister to us, and we love you. So hopefully you'll have some fun here around Canada for the next couple months. Alrighty. All right, so that's pretty much it for the for the Conjuring Last Rites. Um, Man, it's hard to start all over again. It sure is, Matt. It is, but we're going in a different direction this time. We're going to just stick with these live webcams for now. Yeah. So something in the way that Larry does, except when Larry goes out, he travels and he goes to different places. He can still do that. I can't really do that myself. I can't get out there and do a lot of stuff. So I kind of stay here in the apartment, and I give you reviews. Every once in a while when Suzanne and I do go out, we tell you about events going on. We tell you about movies, things like that. So yeah, it is going to be very hard to start over, sir. It truly is. Yeah. But this will be it then. ChattyBloggerMS, which is what we are now. That'll be it. So if something happens to us, God forbid, we just won't do it anymore, and you won't see me on anything other than just somebody else's stream. So hopefully that's I still have I still have 3 more seasons of Get Smart to finish. So I hope to do that. And I still have about another 1.5 seasons of the original Star Trek series to finish. Now, when I do finish that, which I probably will finish eventually before I finish Get Smart, the very next one I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to start with Enterprise. Just Enterprise. Scott Bakula. I'll do those 4 seasons, and then I'll move on to the animated series. With the 22 episodes there, and then to stay within the timeline, I'll go to Star Trek New Voyages and do the 10 episodes there that James Cawley put together. And then, of course, Star Trek Continues, which is the 11 episodes that Vic Mignogna put together as Star Trek fan film series for those two. So, yeah. So, in the coming weeks, let's have TOS, you'll have Enterprise, then you'll have um, TAS animated series, then New Voyages, and then Continues. I think with those 4, that should finish us out for the year, and then we'll get into TNG and the rest of them next year. So what we plan on doing. So yeah, and of course, Mrs. Matt says, "Yep, the main thing is to have fun. Just be yourself, like Larry said." Absolutely, I'm not going to change what I do. You know, I'm not going to change what I do. All I'm doing right now is just having fun doing these webcams live, which is a lot of fun, and being a part of other people's you know, panels if they allow me up there. Apex Comics, uh, Devil Flyer Momentum with Rex, my buddy Rex. Sci-Fi Nation, Jason, if he lets me up there once in a great while. So it's just I love being a part of other people's streams. I think that's probably what I've always wanted to do. Is just be a part of something special with other friends that I know in the community, because it's really difficult. Apparently, I found out it's very difficult to put together your own live streams. And then you got to, when you get StreamYard is very unpredictable. So you got to pay for that. Because the only way that you're going to have a really good, effective live stream is to have at least more than 6 people on a panel. Then, of course, that all gets crazy, right? Chaotic and whatever. And then it's really a mess. So thankfully, we were able to block StreamYard completely. I dropped it. I mean, I closed my account. I'm pretty sure I did. So now we can save ourselves over $75 a month, which is extra money to have just in case something happens. Hopefully not, but if something does, we'll have that money ready. And then, of course, it also helps because Suzanne is going to be going through her knee surgeries. She's going to be going through a shoulder surgery. I'm going to be going through toe surgery or toe fixtures on both my big toes. They're really bad, so I got to really get them fixed. And then teeth. Ugh. All I want to do is just remove all the teeth out of my mouth. Just get rid of all of it. I don't need it. You can give me gum things or whatever, but you know. So yeah, I may have to face a dentist. Hard thing. And then of course the other thing, we have to take care of our passports. We got to get those renewed. We got to go out there. I got to go out there and do it for 2 of them, dual citizenship, because my parents encouraged me just to hang on to their address there in Scottsdale until they pass. And when they pass, then I'll be able to go and take care of some matters down there in the States. I'll take the girls with me, and you know, the cats, and and their carriers, and Suzanne and we'll take care of stuff there. But I do need to get, like I said, my American passport renewed, then get a brand new Canadian passport. And then once I get these two passports, this is how the red tape works in Canada. Then and only then can I go and finally get my city ID. It's taken forever, but because of this damn worldwide pandemic, it really screwed things up for me. I waited 3.5 years to try to qualify, and I am qualified. But now, with all this damn ass pandemic, it just screwed everything up for me. So, so for now, I'm enjoying, life in retirement. I'm glad I could retire. I'm 60 years old now. In about, I think, less than 5 years, I'll be able to qualify for Social Security. Social Security. See, and that'll help because then I'll be able to have that delivered here and take care of, us. So that should be good. Okay, I gotta go mow a yard to make some money too. Catch you later. All right, Matt. Well, good to see you, my friend. And again, congrats on your standard moderator promotion there. And same thing for Accounting Sheep. Congrats to you, sir, and of course to our friend and sister, to in addition to our family, Travel with Lisa MH. She is now a managing moderator to help Suzanne out. So fantastic. Big thumbs up to you too, Matt Arnold. It's really good to see you. Take care of yourself, Matt. Don't get hurt. If you go out there, there's stones and all that stuff around there, bees and everything. Yeah, make sure you're careful, man. Definitely, definitely. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad we were able to get Travel with Lisa, Accounting Sheep, and of course, Mr. Matt Arnold to help us out today in the chat. Remember, you can always make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Try again. We'll see how far we can get as much as many of our friends coming back to help us out on this channel. So we'll try to get as many subs as we can. We oh we're having a special event for Mr. Bill tomorrow. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Uh, Let me know in the Facebook Messenger there, Matt. I know we're friends through there, so just give me a heads up, okay, tomorrow? Yeah, I have nothing planned, so yeah. My reviews aren't until Wednesday. I got 4 TOS reviews to go through real quick to catch up to everything, and then the following Wednesday on the 8th is when I'll be doing both season 2 and episode apiece of Get Smart and TOS. Oh, it's not going to be online. Oh, okay. Okay. Um. Oh, I see. You're having a memorial. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, Matt, make sure that you send from me and Suzanne our best regards to Bill's family. Okay. Yeah, Matt. Just send our best regards and special condolences. Okay, on behalf of the family, and let them know that Suzanne has special prayers for them. So thank you, Matt. Yeah, I will. Okay, awesome. All right. So have a good time at the event. Thank you. Oh, no, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Okay, so as we're getting close to the 30-minute mark, let's go ahead and first of all say that on behalf of my brother Larry, and of course I dedicate this to him today. I hope he's doing okay. Brother Larry always says, always be yourself. So does Matt Arnold. It's true. Just be yourself. Don't be a crazy person. Don't be nuts. Try not to change your whole outlook. Just be what you are. Be yourself. It helps out a lot. My wonderful wife, Suzanne, who is a Universal Life Church minister in real life, and she also helps out with funerals and weddings and so forth. She always says, leave everything in God's hands. I think that's a great piece of advice, and I hope that you folks can follow it too. If you ever feel downtrodden or feeling bad, God will be there for you always. And of course, as I like to say here, always expect the unexpected in life and everything. Here at at ChattyBloggerMS. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that. ChattyBloggerMS. It's gonna be hard to say. Um, as far as prayers go, just know that we'll pray. Each time I'm on here, I'll just say that we are praying for Brother Larry and his family, and we pray for everybody else who is in our chat and everything. You're still Mikey Sue's Ford to me. Oh, thanks. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, as we like to say, you know, each time we'll dedicate a show to one of our family members, and we'll pray special for their family and themselves. And of course, we'll pray for everybody else in the chat, everybody we saw today, and everybody we know in the entire family. We know who you are out there, and you know who you are. I mean, you guys and gals supported us through everything, even this terrible incident that happened with our channel and this terrible homeless man. And I mean, a hacker on top of it. So he's homeless and a hacker. Of course, he can't find a regular job, right? Yeah, go figure. Okay, well, as we also always like to say, and now the aisle's closed. On behalf of Gene Siskel, the former employee of the Chicago Tribune, a great movie critic, and of course, he was my favorite nerd in Siskel and Ebert at the movies. So the family of Gene Siskel allowed me to use that, and now the aisle's closed. So I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot. Okay, so last but not least, God bless America, God bless Canada, God bless the UK, and of course, God bless the rest of this world, because we only have one of it. So take care of it. I mean, become the stewards and the guardians for the next generation, the next young generation that wants to enjoy this planet and to frolic in it and to live it and love it and breathe in it. So that's what we want to do. We want to give our future generations uh, a chance to enjoy this world. So Matt Arnold says it best. God bless everyone. Pray for you all. And like I say, and of course, peace from Mikey Seuss for. So on behalf of myself and my beautiful wife, Suzanne, my beautiful cats, Moon Pie, and Deja Vu over there, we love you all. Take care of yourselves. I hope you continue to endorse Chatting Blogger at ChattyBloggerMS. I hope you guys and gals continue to enjoy us. Continue to follow us. As I said, there are a few changes this year for the rest of the year to the end of it. And it'll probably just be this way. But, catch me on other people's streams if you can. And please, like I said, like them, subscribe to them, share them, and don't forget to hit that awesome notification bell so you can be notified of any future webcams, podcasts, or live streams for the other channels that are all live. So, all right. So once again, take care, everybody. God bless you all, and we'll see you whether on a JAS regular or special edition, or we'll see you on a webcam on Wednesday for uh, Get Smart and TOS, the last two shows we're doing. Yep, you never know where he shows up next. Oh, that's a good one, LOL. Wow, Matt, can I use that? Can I use that? Okay. You never know where I'll show up next. How about that? Cool. That's a good one. All right. Awesome. So I'll use that next time. Sure. Awesome. Well, thanks to Matt Arnold. Now I've got a new meme I can use at the very end of everything. I can say, you never know where I'll show up next. So take care, everybody. God bless you all. We'll see you soon.